And I'll give it to you guys. Take it away.
Excellent. So my name is Toney Howard. I am the director of your Pickerington Public Library. And we are talking to you today from our main library. Specifically right now, we'll start our tour in the children's area. But we do have two locations, one at Sycamore Plaza, the Sycamore Plaza Library Branch, and then one here at Main Library on Opportunity Way, both located directly across from the two high schools that are in Pickerington. So I'm going to turn it over to Colleen.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Colleen Bauman. I'm the Community Engagement Manager. And I want to share with you just a little bit about our library and its history. So if you know where we are located, and of course we're in Fairfield County, so we enter the children's area through a covered bridge, which of course pays tribute because Fairfield County has lots and lots of covered bridges. And then it takes us down the path here, which is Pickerington Pods, and takes us to the Blosser Farm, which is our children's storytime area. And the Blosser family owned the land that the high school, Pickerington Central High School and Pickerington Main Library are on. So we pay tribute to our locations. And some of the fun things, because it was a farm, we have cows, of course, and all sorts of other animals. But our reading ambassador for the Pickerington Public Library is Violet. And you'll see her out and about in parades and outreach at farmers markets. And if you ever want her to come visit, all you have to do is ask us and we will be happy to bring her out to see you.
Unfortunately, she was busy today, so we don't have her to share with you today, but hopefully you will have an opportunity to see her at a community event. I'd like to talk a little bit about our collection. So we have a focus on providing materials that meet the lifelong learning and enjoyment needs of our citizens. And so this year we took had a huge project that reorganized our collections, and our great library staff worked hard on this to where it's organized by subject now. For our nonfiction, Dewey is, the Dewey classification is still there, but it's more of a sub organizational set. So if you come in and you want books on animals, you can come straight to the animal collection and find books on animals. If you want books about growing up, you can find books about growing up. If you want books about space, you can come and find specific books about space. So our collections are specifically geared to the way the general public thinks, as opposed to a librarian or somebody that created a system over 142 years ago. So that's why we've made that change to make it easier for you all.
We also have teacher kits,
Yes.
which are bundled that way by subject matter. And if you ever want a book bundle put together by subject, you just call in and ask our staff and they will be happy to do that as well. So if you're teachers or if you're parents and your kids are doing a certain subject, we can pull those books together for you.
Absolutely. And one of our favorite collections, which is more of a non-traditional type item, are our board game collections. So we were the first library in the region to offer board games. And a lot of libraries have started doing this because they provide an opportunity for family time. They reinforce early literacy skills. They are plain fun. They offer a lot of enjoyment. And we're heading into the winter months where people are going to be in their homes. So this is an opportunity to find something to occupy your time. Plus, Christmas is coming. If you want to come try out a game and then to see if you want to buy it to own, you can do that. Colleen, you want to talk about these launch pads?
Okay, so the launch pads can go anywhere with you. They're extremely sturdy and they are set up, they're preloaded with learning tablets with games, and they're for all the different ages. So we have pre-K to K, so ages 3 to 5, ages 5 to 7, and then ages 8 to 10. And you can check these out, charge them up and take them on a trip. You read books, play games, whatever your kids want to do. And they're all age appropriate.
So in addition to board games and launch pads, we do offer DVDs. We offer audiobooks and music for children. So definitely check out those collections the next time you're in Pickerington, come into the library and see what we have to offer. If you have information needs, our wonderful librarians over here are here to answer any questions. They will give you, they're busy.
They're working.
They're here to give you accurate information and provide the resources and the source that they found that information for you. So you know the information that we give you is accurate and exactly what you're looking for. Now I want to show you what our new book collection. And yes, Under the Covered Bridge. So our children's collection for new materials, they are right here under the covered bridge as a cornerstone as you walk into the children's department. If you cannot find the new book that you're looking for, we belong to several consortiums that share materials back and forth throughout Ohio. And so we can easily order you something that can get here in a couple days, 2-3 days. And you would have what you're looking for.
So you'll notice too, as we walk through, and if you're able to pick up any of the titles, we're set up for holiday time, obviously. And so we have several displays that are geared directly for holidays. So we have the fun board books that are sturdy and for little hands and wipe off easily. And our staff we've got our stockings up here for our staff. And again, some of those fun holiday reads in our new books.
Absolutely, all of our new books. Well, the ones that are on the shelf, we have a lot that are checked out right now. But as Lindsey pans, Colleen talked a little bit about the library. The design of this library is, as you look around, and if you can pan up real quick into the atrium and around when you get out here, Lindsey. So the library is designed to represent a barn, and it's designed to represent a barn because that's the nature of the history with the creameries and also with the Blosser farm. So a lot of woodwork in this library, very beautiful library, beautiful views out back. In the wintertime when there's snow, it's gorgeous. In the summertime with leaves, it's gorgeous.
We're crossing our fingers that we get a four-legged visitor while we're doing this, because we have quite a few of those that come up to the windows as well.
Absolutely. We have a lot of wildlife that come up to the library. So it's a great place to sit down, read a book, study.
Plenty of plugs. Plenty of plugs.
Plenty of electricity too, yes. So Rachel is working hard at our customer service desk here. It's right off of the entrance. So you walk into our main library facility. And the first thing you see are our customer service staff. And as you can see, Rachel has gloves on her hands and she has a mask. All staff during the pandemic are required to wear masks. And if they are handling materials, they're required to wear gloves because safety is very important to us, both your safety and our staff safety. Now, the customer service team, they work very hard at keeping the materials safe. We have a quarantine process in place that ensures when items go back out to the shelves for you to browse, and we are open for browsing, as long as we're not in purple in the county health advisory setup. But if we're in red, orange, or yellow, we are open for browsing, so you can come in and look for materials, check them out, and take them home. All of those materials have been quarantined before they went back to the shelf. So I check something out, when I bring it back, it goes into quarantine. And then after that quarantine period, Rachel and the rest of the team get to check out those materials, help you check them out, or you can check out at our self-checkout.
So we actually have those quarantined, but this is a reminder too that the items will stay on your cart a little bit longer than normal, but because we are fine free, you won't have any fines. So you may see that You know, you may say, I dropped those off on Monday and here it is, you know, following Sunday and it's still showing on your card and it may even show overdue, but no worries because we are fine free and as soon as it's safe, they will get those items checked in.
Absolutely. Let's look at the atrium. Atrium, to me, feels bare because we have removed a lot of tables from the atrium in order to appropriately social distance. So when you come into the library, you can use a table that's away from others, so you know that you're safe while you're here. You do have to make a reservation, and you can go on pickeringtonlibrary.org to reserve a table. And if you need help with that, you can always call and ask one of our information and research librarians for help in getting a table reserved.
Or if you come in and you decide, oh, I need a table real quick, you just click on that QR code and it will take you straight to the reservation page and you can reserve whatever table that you, so if you like this one right here, you can do that.
So again, we do offer non-traditional materials like our board games. These board games are geared more towards teenage through adult population. So as you see, we have some of the more common games like Yahtzee, we have chess, we have
Monopoly, Cranium or some of the fun ones. But then we have a lot of the non-traditional ones too. And we recognize that these games are expensive to buy for yourself and your family. But hey, come on in, check them out, see if this is something that you want to invest in. And you know, we do it for you because we're your community library.
Plus, near and dear to my heart, it fosters family time. So it brings people together in a time when, you know, we can't go a whole lot of places right now because of the pandemic, and we're heading into the winter months. We don't really want to go out in the cold. So this is a way to pass time in a safe and healthy way and in an enjoyable way. So that collection is
and get your family
really
off
great.
of their devices and looking up a little bit and making eye contact and maybe even a little conversation.
There you go, little conversations. One of our favorite collections is our nature backpack collection. So our nature backpack collection is about a year and a half old. And we have, as you can see, backpacks that are geared towards birding, towards hiking, art, wildflowers, rocks and fossils, insects, aquatic, and right here in the middle, we've pulled out for you an example of my favorite kit, which is the Night Sky Kit. This is an awesome way to observe the stars without spending all the money on all the gear it takes to look at the stars.
So we've put all these together. So if your kids or your family or whatever age your family is, you can take these and take a trip through metro parks. You can go to Pickerington Ponds. You can go to any of the Fairfield County parks and take these with you. They all come in these great backpacks and cases. But it teaches, and it also just, again, we're very concerned about everyone's mental health right now. So what a way to sit back, calm down, relax, and just spend some time outdoors breathing some fresh air.
Absolutely. And if you don't want to spend time outdoors, some of these kits actually could be used inside. The birds kit, you can sit at your window and see what birds are still around. You can use the art kit and draw the landscape right from the inside window of a building. So there are ways to use these kits inside as well. You can set up the telescope, the legs go up and down.
Oh, definitely.
You can set up the telescope and look out your window. So there's an opportunity to use these in the winter as well.
So come on through. We're going to take you through the whole library.
Yes. We're going to go through our collections now, our adult and teen collections. So on my right, we are is our teen area and our teen collections. And as you see, the teen tables are spread out, reduced amount of tables, but it's just to keep people safe. We do have a rule of 2 people per table. That way to keep those groups down. Our information and research staff manage our collections, and we have a wonderful browsing collection. So if you're not sure what you want and you want to come in and browse, come in, look to see what we have set up by genre, so you can find the subject you want. I want mysteries or I want thriller. Go through that collection. You may find some great gems.
And if you're not finding what you see, again, we can always put things on hold. We do have a mobile app that can be downloaded from your Play Store, your App Store for Pickerington Library. And we have an e-branch, and we can put things on hold for you. We have Libby, we have Overdrive for our online Hoopla for movies. So we'll find it for you one way or the other.
Absolutely. Let's head back this way and meet our reference staff.
Does anybody have any questions as we're moving? We could. Does anybody have any questions? Nothing on chat?
Yeah, there hasn't been anything coming through. You guys are doing an awesome job though.
All right, excellent. So introduce you to Trudy. Trudy is one of our reference librarians. She does a fantastic job. Our reference librarians not only manage the collections, but they provide programming just like the children's librarians do. Wave it hi to a customer. Trudy and the rest of the team, they provide accurate information. In my opinion, they are digital reference experts. So if you're looking for information, you can go to the Google box, that's fine. You can look anywhere you want on the internet, but I can guarantee you when you come here to the library, and not just our library, but other libraries in the county, we have 3 library systems. They are going to give you accurate information, and they're going to cite their sources. So they're going to tell you where they got that information. That way you know the information you have is the right information, exactly what you need.
And in this time of fake news and everything's true on the internet, you can come here or call in and double check facts, double check your sources, and we can certainly help with that.
We do have a question. Can anyone in Fairfield County check out books, etc., from the library?
Great question. Yes. We, well, there are a couple things. So because we are Ohio libraries and the great legislators of our state have, way back before my time, and I've been in libraries for a little while now, I won't tell you how long, but a long time ago, legislators put into law that they would fund libraries through the public library fund. So they created a public library fund. And with that law, it is required that, oh, you're fine to come on. Yeah, come on. With that law, if you have an Ohio address, you can show proof of that address, you can get a library card at any public library in Ohio. If you're in the county and you have a Fairfield County District Library card, but not a Pickerington, you can check out books from here.
Using that library's card.
Using that library's card.
Or you're welcome to get one of
Or
ours.
you're welcome to get one of ours. We would love that too. Same with Wagnall's Memorial. That's the other library in our county. Great libraries. We all work to serve you. That's what we want. We want to provide you with accurate information, and we want to strengthen the health of the community. That's some of our goals.
So why should you have more than one library card? Might be the next question that would come up for that. We all have different digital offerings. So you have some libraries that might have Canopy, we have Hoopla, we have Libby, you might have, we have lynda.com for learning. We have Fairfield County has Gale courses. So different libraries have different offerings. So it's perfectly fine to have more than one but you are welcome to use any of the shared library cards in here with us.
Absolutely. And we want you to. I mean,
Yeah.
so speaking of online resources, we offer Hoopla, we offer Overdrive to complement our physical collections of DVDs here behind me, and then audiobooks, books on CD right here next to me. Those are great resources you can use with your library card. Listen to a book on CD or watch a movie from whatever device from home, as long as you have internet. We also circulate the internet. So if you don't have internet or are going somewhere where you would need it, anywhere in the United States, you can check out one of our hotspots, take it with you, and use it anywhere in the United States. Now, it won't work in Canada. We already know that.
Yeah,
but,
we tried that. It
yeah.
didn't work.
Didn't work, but that's all right. So
And I'm
anywhere
not
you
sure
go.
about a cruise ship, whether it works on that either, but I think you'd be okay there.
Right. So over here, I want to show you that we do offer homework help services. However, we're not using our homework help center right now due to COVID-19 and our safety protocols, but we are providing the service out in the atrium at the tables that are spread out throughout the atrium in order to keep staff safe and in order to keep our customers safe.
Our Homework Help Center coordinator can actually log on and, again, to keep safe through her device and help the kids. And, and she's there. So you reserve your table, you reserve your time with her, let her know you're coming in, and she's there to help you. And it's open Monday through Thursday during the time, 2:30 to 6, and during the time that Pickerington schools are in session.
Yes. So over here, I'd like to introduce you to Robin. Robin is one of our technology trainers. Robin is fantastic. If you need help with any kind of technology, you can call the library, and one of our technology trainers will help you. If it's software you can't figure out, if you're having trouble with your device and you can't figure out how to use it, they can help you with that. They provide classes. They do one-on-one sessions. One of the things that they've been working on that is really important to what's going on in society now is our COVID care center. Thank you. No, that's all right. So our COVID care center is we're providing services to businesses and to just the general public whose lives have been changed or forced to change because of the pandemic. Maybe it's a business that has had to change the way they operate, and so their staff need a new skill. They can contact Robin. She'll give them the person the best options on getting those staff trained and then help with that training. Maybe it's an individual who has been furloughed from their job or let go, and they have to learn a new skill in order to be more marketable. And so they can contact, maybe it's just helping figure out the right software for your computer. Why they're here. They're here to help you. They're a great resource and very well used, and we encourage you all to reach out and use them with any of your technology needs.
Because I think when we went home, when we closed and we went home, we realized we had to scramble and figure out how to come out to our community. Was it going to be through Zoom? Was it going to be Facebook Live? Was it going to be, any of those ways? So we had to learn how to use them, as I'm sure all of you did, and also working within internally in the library, learning Teams, and again through Zoom. And our tech trainers have been such a huge help, helping us work through those as we upskill ourselves.
Absolutely.
So not only, it's not just you guys, it's us as well, and the schools, and trying to work within the schools to figure out how we can all partner together.
Because I will tell you, Robin and the team have done an excellent job training staff on the new technology so we can continue to serve you. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. So,
Business center.
you want to talk about the business center,
Oh.
Colleen?
Business center, so we can copy, scan, fax, print. We have our computers, and again, they are all socially distanced, but you can sign on right here. If you don't have internet at home, you just need to print something quickly because ink is expensive and we recognize that. So we're here for you. And again, Robin and the rest of the info team staff will help you maneuver through all of the different machines here, but you can. This is our business center. It's your office away from home. We have the conference rooms that you can reserve online. If you need to meet with a client in our area, you are welcome to do that. And if you have any questions about room usage or anything, please, you are welcome to get hold of me at any time. And I'm usually back in the office, but if you call in and just ask for Colleen, they'll get you to me and we can discuss the conference rooms. We can, discuss anything that you're looking for to help you guys do your jobs better.
Absolutely. So to finish off our tour, we're going to go outside and see our children's music garden. But because I'm a child at heart and I love to play them.
And I'm going to say goodbye here.
Because you don't want to go outside.
My glasses will fog up.
I know. But does anyone have any questions?
We haven't had anything come through the chat. I'm just blown away actually about the amount of stuff that you guys offer. Because I'm down here, I spend more time at this library. And so I've been in your library before, but never really explored it like this. How do you come up with all of your ideas? Like, do you look at other libraries and see what they're doing? Like, what's that? How do you do that?
I would say it's a little bit of that. So we, I talk with library directors from around the state and around the country, just from networks, professional networking, which is important. But then also reading trade journals, both in libraries and outside of libraries, investing in analytics products that tell us more about the community, because that's really important to us. If we are charged by the board of the library board to meet the lifelong learning and enjoyment needs of our citizens, the only way we can do that is to talk to the citizens and find out what their needs are, what their wants are, and then also research in the industry to find out what their uses are. So we want to know how people in Pickerington are purchasing things, the types of things they're purchasing. So looking at technologies, if they're purchasing certain technologies, then maybe that's something we should be providing as a free service here. That's how hotspots came about, because we had members of the community, and we still do, that are struggling with internet, either due to costs or and this is throughout Fairfield County. It's a known issue. Either it's too expensive or the internet providers don't go to that area. And so our temporary measure, now we have some hopes for future measures, but our temporary measure was to provide personal hotspots, Wi-Fi hotspots to circulate. And there is a wait list for our hotspots. Our next phase for that, we're hoping to do Wi-Fi in the parks. So the library would offer Wi-Fi at the parks to offer a place for members of the community to go and use the internet outside of their home. We can't go as far as saying we're going to provide Wi-Fi at everybody's house, but we can say we're going to provide it at the local parks. Other libraries have done that, and that's where that idea came from. And so we're looking into that for the future.
I think one of my favorite things about working with libraries is how everyone collaborates and everyone shares their ideas and trends and what's going on in our industry, but also in our partner industries, which are the schools and the businesses out in the community. And if there's a need, we hear about it because we're out in meetings and we talk to people and we find out what their needs are, whether it's table space, meeting room space to meet with clients, whether it's working with the schools, because now they've sent devices home with every kid to be able to do their virtual learning, and they may not have internet access. And so either they can come in here and use ours here, they can use it in the parking lot. You can get it out there. So you can even be sitting in your car and you can download things and go on back home and watch them. So we really try to listen to what our community needs and then find a way to offer those. We do a lot of brainstorming, a lot of meetings within here and talk about, hey, they're talking about this. How can we help them? What are our counterparts in other cities doing to take care of the same problem? So I hope that answered your question. And we didn't run
Oh,
off
that was
too much.
perfect. Yeah, absolutely. I noticed that we have representatives from our library that they attend a lot of our virtual communities, or they attend a lot of different events that we have, I think, just to keep their finger on that pulse. So I was curious how you guys were doing it there too.
Same thing.
That's awesome. Yep. Perfect.
Well, I'm going to open the door for them so they can wander on out to the music garden. But again, if you have questions or if you come up with any after this, give us a call. I'll be here all day.
Indoors, right?
I will be indoors, yes, yes.
So I'm going to take you to one of the newest features here at our main library. And as you can see out here, the colorful drums. We installed this as a result of a donation from our friends of the library. They were looking for a project to do. I was in a conference in Washington, D.C., American Library Association conference. And one of the vendors on the trade floor had examples of outdoor musical instruments. And so that, along with a bunch of other information, we brought back and we shared with, I shared with our leadership team here. And this one resonated to the top as something that, our community, they have a love for music. We have a strong band at both high schools, and so and there are a lot of positive literacy, early literacy benefits to music. There are emotional benefits to music, and so what could we do that would support that? We had this beautiful space. This they used to call it the Rose Garden. When I got here, I called it the Rose Garden without roses because there are no roses. But it was it was developed to as a going to the in California, and so we thought, let's do musical instruments, and these outdoor instruments make great sounds. My favorite are these. I'll use one. They come up, and before they go in or before they leave, they'll come and just play the various instruments. And so for me, when I talk about the library contributing to the health of the community, not just the physical health, but the mental health. We provide, as an organization, all libraries provide a mental escape, whether it be from the books you come and check out, the ebooks or audiobooks you check out online, whether it be coming to play in a musical garden or experience other aspects that the library has to offer. We're here to support the mental health of the community. And right now, during this pandemic, we want to be here for you. That's why the board of the Pickerington Public Library has made a commitment to keep our collection browsable to the public, even though we're in red. because we can do it in a safe way. We quarantine materials, we keep things safe. And so we also offer curbside service if you don't feel comfortable to come in. We have lockers at both locations, 24-hour pickup lockers where you can schedule things. And so we hope that members of the community will continue to use us as a resource. The 3 library systems in Fairfield County, we have combined over 75,000 card holders. That's over half of the county has a library card already. I would love to see that go to the whole county having a library card, everybody in the county having a library card. That would be fantastic, whether it be Pickerington, Fairfield County District Library, or Wagnalls Memorial. We want you to use us because we are the best kept secret in every community. Libraries are really the best kept secret, and we're here for you. So please figure out a time to come and use us.
Tony, we've just got a question.
You guys are a little spotty out there. I don't know if you want to move a little bit towards the building to bring your signal back.
Is this getting better?
Yeah, it kind of comes and goes. Were you guys able to see the question that came into the chat?
Yes, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
that. So we'll head back in. That way Lindsay's not freezing. I was stationed in Alaska in the Army, so the cold doesn't bother me as much. But so you can get an online library card that you can check out resources online. However, in order to check out physical materials, you would have to come in, bring your ID, come in, and to get in order. But yes, you can get a library card online. Any other questions?
I just wanted to clarify, so you could get one online, but that's only for the digital materials, and then, but you have to get one in person in order to get the physical materials, correct?
Absolutely, correct.
Awesome. Okay, I just want to make sure.
If you come through curbside, we have curbside service as well. So if you don't feel safe coming into the library or just don't have the time, you can pull up, you can get you a card that way. We'll look at your ID and match everything up and get you a card and your book bundles that you have requested that way.
Beautiful. Well, you guys did a fantastic job. I wrote down, this idea of a mental escape, but it's definitely not a lack of mental engagement. I think it's just a nice array of different ways to kind of get people engaged in that lifelong learning. So that's awesome. I don't see any more questions coming in. Give a second just to make sure. All right, it looks like we're all set, and you guys were very thorough in your tour, so that was awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks for visiting.
Yes, thanks for visiting the library.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure hopefully you'll see some more people come in person.
Absolutely.